A New York grand jury could be ready to charge Donald Trump over a hush money that was paid to former porn star Stormy Daniels in 2016. The former president declared over the weekend that he was going to be arrested on Tuesday American time, which is today. Joining us now is our US contributor, Michael Ware. It looks as though we're running down the clock today, Michael, so it might not happen. But I had a law expert on the program a few hours ago who suggested tomorrow could be the day. When's it going to be, if at all?
Oh, look, mate, that's anyone's pick. It's like the Melbourne Cup. Anyone could win that bet. Could it be tomorrow? Many people are saying next week. You know, it may not happen at all. But let's focus on the facts first of this case, because let's not forget, former President Trump is facing a suite of potential indictments, some of them far more serious than this one in New York, paying off a porn star. But imagine this, just cast your mind back. Imagine Tony Abbott going into an Australian election and a porn star contacts him and says, we had an affair, if you don't pay me money, I'm going to talk about our affair. And then Tony Abbott, through his personal lawyer, pays that porn star 130 grand US. All of that we know with President Trump is true. The question is whether that was at the behest of President Trump or was his personal lawyer acting completely as a rogue agent on his own. But you pay a porn star 130 grand, you got it before an election, you got to wonder why. And let's not forget, this is a case coming out of New York by the New York District Attorney. There's also federal investigations and an investigation in Georgia that has phone tapes of telephone recordings with state officials looking for extra votes and this and that. And then there's the documents at Mar-a-Lago, and on it goes. So this is but one of a suite, as I said, of indictments potentially hanging over former President Trump. And, you know, is this the most serious? I don't know. But well, I mean, it seems to be the first out.
It's another one in a long line because the DA is a Democrat. He's an elected Democrat. The Democrats haven't been able to get Donald Trump so far. The Mueller couldn't get him. 2 impeachments couldn't get him. Mar-a-Lago, I'm not sure there's a smoking gun there. I mean, are they wasting their time again purely for political purposes here? And in the end, does this just help Donald Trump in terms of his 2024 run, Michael?
Okay, well, let's take the last question first. Does this help Donald Trump? The answer is yes and no. Yes, will this charge up his base? Absolutely. Oh, poor Donald is being attacked again. Oh, he's our hero and the Democrats are just trying to pull him down. That'll help him with fundraising amongst small donors. But amongst core Republicans and institutional donors, this could be something that makes him toxic. Who wants to pour money into a campaign of someone who is facing misdemeanor or felony charges in any given state? So that cuts both ways. Now, as the Democrats chasing him, well, the former DA the Manhattan DA, Cyril Vance, chose coming into the end of his term not to prosecute because President Trump was still in office. And there is a convention where you do not charge a sitting president. So this landed on the desk of the new Democratic Manhattan DA. And he's choosing, obviously, to go forward with it. Now, don't forget, there have been grand juries running into this matter for months. Now, that's not the burden of proof you face in a court of criminal conviction, you know, beyond reasonable doubt. Here is, you know, the preponderance of probabilities in a grand jury. But a grand jury sat for months and said, maybe it's likely he should be charged, and we would see what would happen in trial. But this is certainly set to invigorate the upcoming Republican primaries.
Heck of a storyline. If he is arrested, no American president's been arrested in the past. Thanks, Michael. We'll talk to you again soon. That's if that happens, of course.